I know it's all up to me. Deep breath.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
This. Oh. Okay. Oh, they're definitely watching. Okay. No. I didn't see any herbs. Where's that guy? Oh, that's him. Take it and run. Take what and run? There's nothing in it. Oh, ow. Okay, no. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Where's... No, it's this way. Okay. Oh, I think that skull might be about the time I've gotten before it all collapses around me. Oh, run. Run, run, run. Serpentine, serpentine. Oh, God. I'm getting a stitch. I'm getting a stitch. Just keep running. Sentius. Oh. Nearly there. Oh. It's got nothing on him again. I'm going. Oh, this is stomach churning. Ah. Okay.
Salve, friend.
Yep, Salve Galerius.
Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Yep, I'm Greg. I'm from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head?
I mean, everything I've
That's
seen,
all
I
right,
might
friend.
not be.
Everyone's welcome here.
You're very kind. What is today's date, though?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
What about the year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the Empire are you from, exactly?
Oh. Is this before? No, No, actually, that's a good question. Is there such... Have you heard of, like, a religion celebrating a guy called Jesus Christ?
Hey, not so loud. Just saying that name could land you in trouble here. If you haven't heard, his cultists burned down half of Rome last year.
Oh,
horrible business.
that was them.
I heard Nero executed some of them, but a lot of people are still angry with them, even down here. So, if you're one of them, keep it to yourself.
Right,
But
okay.
listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one.
Nope.
So, let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here.
Yep, no, I get it. Don't worry about me, I know what I'm doing.
All right, friend.
Yep.
Suit yourself.
Yep. It's fine. Can I... Okay, that zipline must be from the other building. Oh, wait, no, I've got the herb. I've got the key. You know what? Yeah, we're going straight to the herb person. Run. Wait a minute, I could just buy it now, couldn't I? How much money did I get from him? Oh, wait, is this lady even still alive? Oh, she is. I'll be right back. I know that's probably just very confusing to see, but there's... What was his name? That was 2,400 coin. And I have all that coin. Oh. Right, where is he though, the rotter? Hello? I'm gonna take this bread. You never know. Hello? Lucretia?
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned.
Yeah, I know she's been poisoned.
She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Decius won't give it to
Decius.
me.
That's him. I wish I can help, but I can.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
She what? So I need the herb before I come here then. I'll come back.
No. Now's fine. I can't afford to wallow here. And I need the distraction. What's on your mind?
No. I'll be going.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Thank you. Yulia? Nothing on her. If I can figure out what's happened to her... Oh, the chest in the Shrine of Apollo. Is there a chest in the shrine? Here we go. Her treatment notes. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. Oh, she needed this. Hey, Lucretia?
Feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm totally fine, but I know a treatment to rheumatism. I know that you don't know that I know that, but here.
You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
I haven't a doddle. I found it a different way.
Oh, I see. Well, what's the treatment?
Willow bark.
Willow bark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some.
Oh.
I have some right here.
So much for
Could you do me a favor?
doctor-patient confidentiality.
He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
I don't think it will, but... Well, I've got to speak to him anyway. Alright, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Well, I wish when I arrived I had
All right.
the herb for that
well,
lady.
Thanks again for helping remove the thorn from the lion's paw. The spirit of Androcles smiles upon you.
And you? Is that right? Am I returning that phrase correctly? Where's Decius? That's him.
Salve.
Oh. No, I know you do. I'm trying. Ah. Okay. So when I think you're not... Okay, so that explains the sword sharpening noise I keep hearing. It's the statues turning their heads. Decius!
Salve, stranger.
Yeah,
Terrible.
cut the bollocks. I need this resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Yeah, sure. Here's 1,000 of your own money.
Oh, you have it. I'm impressed.
Oh, it was on the stall? I'll take it.
Pleasure doing business.
No, you can't. Get out of my face.
Very well.
I actually need to talk to this guy. So where could I have stolen the resin from? Is it just out on display? Or was it out on display? Because he was... Last time I saw him, he was out here. By the building. So I was like, okay, this is his shop. Right, you. Oh, he looks busy. I can't talk to him now.
Hey,
Virgil? Oh.
How much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Decius, I'm not making you a bow.
But
You
why?
can make a bow.
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
I get the feeling, Virgil. Can we talk?
Ah, a new face. Salve.
Hey,
And welcome
Salve,
to the
I know, you're
community.
Virgil.
You arrived on a sad day,
I-
friend. What with Julia's death?
I know, I'm very
wish
sad
we
as well. Do I have to... Can I just tell you it's Rufius? What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or
You were
at
back in
least
Rome,
I was
Bit
back in
grandiose,
his
I know,
outfit,
I
but
know.
you-
Yep, no, sorry. No, I don't need to. I've talked to you about it before.
I like that. We are going to get on well, friend.
I hope so. It doesn't look like I can talk to you about... Hang on, I'll be going. I'm just going to look at that graffiti.
Nice to talk to you.
And you. Actually, I'm just going to check my journal. So, Leeds. That was it, the sinner. Okay, so I don't need to come back to him. I just need to persuade Rufius to stop threatening him. And I actually have the willow bark to give to him, so maybe I can extort him. That's a horrible thing to say. And maybe I can extort him. Okay, wherever he is, he's not arrived yet. Let's see if I can talk to Decius a little bit more.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
I know you need my help. I'm doing my best. Don't rush me.
Ah, back again, I see.
Yep. Right, just so I have all the info, what is your story?
You mean how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Am I going anywhere other than a past? Let's hear it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome.
You're a scavenger.
Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society.
Slave?
Have myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
I don't like where this is going. You chose the cart, didn't you?
Of course I chose the cart.
Oh,
I
you
can always buy a
scumbag.
new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
Good for her. I see where this is going. You chose to jump into the Tiber for your coin. You're that stupid.
Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Well, it sounds like you got what you deserved.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand.
Wait,
in the
I woke
market,
up with
but
the coin.
I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
You selfish man. I guess I know where you're going. What are you going to vote for? You're going to vote for Malleus.
Malleolus.
Malleolus.
Decius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I don't want you to vote for Sentius. I want you to vote for the other guy, the farmer. I'm just going to talk about something else.
Certainly.
And that is, I've got
well.
better things to do.
Another time.
No, never. Maybe in another... I know. Look, I'm trying. Ah, there you are, Rufius.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
You're the one threatening Virgil.
No idea what you're talking about?
Don't lie to me. I found an incomplete letter to him in your quarters.
Yes, so what? What are you going to do about it?
Withhold your medicine. Look, I don't want this to turn violent. I want you to stop threatening him.
And why should I? The one true God says that for man to lie with another man is an abomination. His presence here is a threat to us all.
Well, if that's true, why hasn't the golden rule been broken already? And it doesn't even sound like you believe what you're saying.
Well, I don't know. Maybe God hasn't noticed yet. But when he does, we're going to have a problem.
Seems to me... Wait, yeah, it seems like your agitation is a bigger threat than Virgil's personal affairs.
Well, I wouldn't get so angry if he wasn't so... You know.
What, himself? You're uncomfortable with your feelings to him, aren't you?
I don't like where you're going with this. You'd better take that back before I make you.
Must be difficult to be torn between your faith and your desire.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And unless you want your jaw broken, I think it's best if you don't ever talk to me again.
Well, if I do want to talk to you again...
I have nothing to say to you, kaput mada.
Alright, well, taking that hardline approach didn't work then. I'm maybe on the next run, Virgil. Quasia.
A new face. Are
I mean, the farmer guy's got nice taste. She's very nice. Equitia, sorry.
Pleasure of this visit.
I know this is going to sound weird. I'm just going to dive straight into it. I've been asking people about how they wound up here, trying to find a pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern?
You wouldn't believe me
What have you
why I
noticed?
came to you. Some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on a riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else?
And everybody mentioned a river so far.
Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
People have memory lapses of how they fell into the river and then, got pulled out of the river.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through.
Oh,
Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
yeah, I told you, a young woman.
And did you happen to catch her name?
Yeah, it was Karen.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
She was wearing a hoodie, but how could you have known?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
It's not safe in there. An assassin just arrived.
What?
Who is going to be arriving.
And why are you talking to me instead of doing something about it?
Oh.
Please, go and stop him, and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
Oh. Right, okay. No time to waste. It's still pretty light out. I know, I promise, I'm gonna help. Yeah, no, Fabia, I'll get right on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, don't go in the bath, to the shrine, sorry. Just go back to your bakery.
What?
Trust me, just do as I say.
All right, fine.
Yeah, I'll come find you. Just go back. Hello. I'm waiting for you.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius
It's Quintius Crispus, also known as Quintius. Yes. Yes, I just saw him worshipping in a small round shrine just inside the city. Second building, on your left. The old one that says, don't go in there. If you hear any whispering, just ignore it. Go in there.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now. But you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Yep, no, I'll do that. Okay, Equatia. Anyway, just everybody stay inside. Run. Equatia.
Let me know when you've cleared the way.
Oh, okay, maybe he's... Actually, I should probably see what happens when he goes in that shrine. I kind of just assumed, oh, don't go in there, equals death.
Curse you, cultist.
Oh! Warning. Shrine may collapse at any moment. Well, thank you for the bow. Thank you for the arrows, the denarius, and the bounty notice. Emperor Nero has ordered the execution of a cultist named Quintius with different coloured eyes. A citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He's about 40 to 50 years old, average height, average build, dark hair, one green eye, one blue. Typically clean-shaven, known associate of cultists and suffers from delusions of grandeur. Decius? Show me your
Whatever's
eyes.
in that great... You there!
Oh,
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying.
your eyes
Now,
are
I dare ain't
identical.
managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old... And before
Nope.
you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Oh. Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
I do. The statues come to life and they fire golden bows at them.
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has
Oh,
to be
no,
stopped.
I see where this is going.
And yet, on the other hand,
You want to make a
I
quick
can't
buck out
help
of
but
this?
think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With
No.
the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks.
The drawbacks
We are
of
talking
killing
riches
things.
Beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite.
You're
Interesting.
despicable. That's grossly unethical.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we use such a bow on people. There's no profit in breaking the golden rule.
Uh-huh. Go
Excellent.
on then.
So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
Let's just say I am.
Good. Then none of this should be a surprise to you. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to
Okay.
guess what she's holding in her hand?
A golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you know what.
So you want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make
Or I
no
could just
mistake,
snatch it
this
and
is
run.
a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now,
Even if that risky
you
first
must have
step
questions.
means,
Ask away.
you know, risking everybody's lives. What if why? I don't have any questions right now.
So, are you in, partner?
Now I'm gonna pass. You know what? I'll do it. F it, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll
But
hand
don't
over
ever
your
call me
bow,
partner.
I can get started applying a layer of gold leaf. This is a quality weapon.
Fine.
Now, bear with me for a moment. And here we are, a gold leaf bow.
Composite bow covered in gold leaf.
It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Ah, I see what you did there. Right, before I do that though, I'm going to talk to Equatia, because if I do what she wants,
Keeping
we
an
go
eye
into the
on
bathhouse.
things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Centilla, Navia, or Kabash?
No sign of any of them, I'm afraid. But we do have a newcomer. Strangely dressed fella. A funny accent, too.
A traveller from a faraway land, then?
Seems that way.
Then let's make sure he feels welcome, shall we?
Of course, priestess.
I like those two. Aquatia.
I take it you've cleared the way to the baths?
Yes.
Follow me, but don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Can't we? I suppose if you're a priestess. I'm just following behind. This is a good distance, right? I don't like the way he's dressed up, that old statue. Just following along. You know, minding my own business. Is that graffiti? Just doing my own thing. Nothing going on here. I think we're safe now. Oh, the mural in the water is perfect again. Is that golden man? Oh, Aquatia. Oh, that's a very pretty pool back in its day. What are we doing? Oh.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see.
Oh.
Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find
with a
a
coin.
hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was C-H-A-R-O-N, as in Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change.
Oh, that sneaky
Feels like I spent my
so-and-so.
whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
Oh, and she's got a sense of
Sorry
humor.
if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
This place is the underworld. But the time traveling. Hey, forget that last part. You think this place is the underworld?
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river.
7 months
Seems
ago.
None of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells
So
us
I'm
that the
dead.
Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
But... So why are there so few people in the underworld? Why are we subject to this golden rule?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So,
Right.
maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
Is this like some kind of test then? To see whether we go up there or downstairs? Is there anything you can tell me about this, Karen? Or Sharon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river.
Charon.
It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks. The only difference is that they spelled it with a kappa, which I suppose means Kharon is closer to the original spelling.
Oh, what their name? Kabash, the guy who went missing. He was trying to figure out the name of the person on the bank. But why didn't you all recognize this Charon then, if you know mythology?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a
And
hood.
some say they met a man.
And I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named
Yes.
Kirti. And Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
That's even if our paths can cross again. Does that even mean I can get back to my own time? If I'm... Or if... I can get back to my own time, but I'll still be in the afterlife. So you truly think we're all dead?
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Perhaps that's us then. There's so few of us because we're the only ones who managed to reach here alive. Were you trying to keep this from me though?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help, I promise you.
I'll trust you. It's all the questions I had.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity.
I've already got a few ideas about that.
Except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
I think I want to confront the god of whatever this place is. I notice you seem uncomfortable calling the god of the underworld by their name. Why is that? Is that just superstition?
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Noted. Tell me more about confronting Pluto head-on.
Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
I mean, I work out a little bit. Hercules could manipulate time, though. I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
I'll admit, you do seem different to anyone I've ever met. And even that lamp of yours looks like something Prometheus might have stolen from the gods. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can.
Thank you.
Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day.
Ah,
But
yes,
first,
Hercules and Greg.
You'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base.
4
It looks
plaques
as
for
though
4
somebody,
heroes.
or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
And anything you can tell me about the obelisk?
It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too,
Egypt?
although how is a mystery.
So Egypt,
However,
Greece,
this one is unusual
and Rome.
in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
I think I can do that. Where would I find a mystery plaque?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one, but perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Okay, and the Roman plaque?
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place.
Somebody who
It
didn't
would
like
have had the god's
the
name
gods.
engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god.
Rufus.
There, of course.
Ah,
They've
him
been
again.
known to start fires, as well as deface religious monuments whose existence challenged their beliefs.
And sent
If I were
threatening
you,
letters to
I'd
decent
go looking
people.
for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year, so finding them won't be easy.
I've got that
But I
covered.
did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere in the city. Perhaps, if you could find that, you might be able to recover the
Wait.
Roman plaque.
Could there be more than one? Like one Christian in this city? What about the Greek plaque?
I don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum.
Oh, I like him. I'll go check him out. And the Egyptian plaque, though.
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, would be able to tell us.
Oh no, he
Unfortunately,
disappeared.
He disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her. Or just take a look in his room.
I'd rather just take a look in his room, but she did say she had a way out to sell to me for 1,000 denarii, so I think I've got money for that. Let's talk about something else. I should probably get going, though. Tell me more about escaping with the help of Proserpina or a guide.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
Oh, that's horrendous. But then she might be willing to work against him to help us, and that's what she is doing. It's the shrine to Proserpina that I keep teleporting through time in.
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the
whisper.
possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
They might be one and the same. I keep hearing the female statues whispering to me every now and again. Perhaps that's Proserpina.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now?
I didn't want you
Then
to think I
again,
was a lunatic.
I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
See, exactly.
Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It's always the same voice, and she is helpful, if a touch cryptic. It's like she struggles to get the words out.
Fascinating. Perhaps she is a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself.
That's what I think.
If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Not yet, but I don't think simply escaping is an option anymore. I think I need to put a stop to this, truly.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear anything that might be a thread through this labyrinth.
I will do. Oh, I know I can't come out the way I came in. Let's get started.
All right. I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
I'll start by listening for whispers, but I'm gonna kind of run around doing a lot of things. I might even set off the golden rule. I'm gonna go steal a bow.
In any case,
or trade a bow.
Time is of the essence, so you'd best begin.
Yep.
May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Here's hoping.